Indeed. What's going on? What is going on? What in the world? What's going on, guys? It's the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is a digital asset space. How is everyone doing good today? Whoa, what's going on? Thank you, Barry Broussard Jr. Love the intro, my man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Good to see you this morning. How's everyone doing today? I hope you guys listen. Are you participating? Guys, just let us not forget, this is the digital asset space is our chance to win. Question is, are you participating? What is going on, guys? Whoa, the market, listen, is it just me or does it feel like there's a few cryptos out there that are moving whether BTC does this thing or not? What is that about? And it doesn't feel like it's just a couple. It doesn't feel like it's just a couple. They're moving and doing their thing, regardless of what BTC does. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dubian 2, what's good? What's good, brother? How are you, man? Good to see you. Chicago Southside checking in with the fan. What's up, Lucky Lloyd? Checking in from Chi-Town. We love Chicago, bro. What's going on, my friend? Purple Kush is in the building. What's up, Purple Kush? Good to see you. D. Kirchner, what's the best way to buy PLA and ERD? Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that without question, guys. Good to see you in the stream. Do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe if you haven't done that already. Christopher Cortez, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Ocean X, yeah, Ocean X. I got one of those things on Ocean X, I believe. I think that's where I got the PLA. ERD, I believe I got that from somewhere else. I got to tell you, PLA's long-term hold. I mean, it's a project that's going to be a while, but I'm liking what they're looking to do. Player, PLAIR is the name, Player. Interesting concept. Part of that VeChain ecosystem. And I'm just really bullish on the VeChain ecosystem. Dubian 2 said, bought 3 days ago, 1.2 mil. 3 days ago, cool. Yeah, cool. The gains are crazy right now. The last 30 days over the 3 digital assets that I mentioned in the title description: VeChain, Elrond, Anchor, and PLA. Did I mention 4 or 5? I don't even know. Crazy, absolutely crazy gains. I mentioned 3, I believe. I didn't mention PLA, I don't think, but crazy gains. Our chance to win. Anybody taking any gains off of a 470-something% increase in 30 days? 30 days. Anybody take that? Melvin McLeod, it's good to see you, bro. I have not looked at Shaw, bro. I have not looked at Shaw. And the reason why I didn't look at Shaw is because Player had me so enamored about that possibility. Like if they win, right? Look, we're talking technology companies in essence that are going out, bringing a product to the marketplace, building out an ecosystem and hoping to win in the space. We don't know if they're going to win or not, but we have the thing that's so amazing about the digital asset space is we have an opportunity to participate and add value to the ecosystem in our own way. But we have a chance to participate unlike any other asset class in the history of man. You and I, the average Joe, the average Jane, the bank teller, the truck driver, the UPS driver, the mailman, the realtor, the small mom and pop shop owner, the hairstylist. We all have an equal shot at participating in this new asset class, unlike ever before in the history of finance. That's why I always say in every single outro, are you participating or are you standing on the sidelines? Right? That's the $1 trillion question. What's going on, Spanish Fly? Good to see you, Miss Alice Yeet has been sharing some stuff with me on Twitter. I appreciate that, bro. I hope you check in this morning. I really do appreciate you hitting me up and sharing with me some really, really good info. XRP Joe. What's up, XRP Joe? Quite the talent, XRP Joe. Good to see you this morning, my friend. XRP Joe also is not only is he quite the talent in strumming that guitar, he has a YouTube channel. He's been doing his thing over there as well. Guys, make sure you go check out XRP Joe on YouTube and support his channel. Yeah, I know, XRP guy. I tell you, I got a project that I'm working on. It's kind of indirectly for the channel, but this thing is really taking up my time. I'm trying to get this thing and bring this thing to market, but I'm glad you made it here. But you were right. I need to get some more scheduled times. I have been off track on my scheduling, but it's good to see you here for sure. I've been checking you out on Twitter. I'm checking you out on Twitter. I'm paying attention. I'm watching XRP Gal. Yeah, Spanish Fly. It's a very interesting point, right? That's why I'm so big on cash flow businesses, right? I just can't afford to invest in all these projects. Yeah. And that is the thing too, is because, the beauty in the cash flow business is you can do it in your spare time, part-time. And it literally is cash flow if you find the right one and you build it the right way, right? Because that's what we do, right? We take the business, we take the income from the cash flow business and invest, right? And it's a cool way to do it because we got it set up: living, investment, travel, 33, 33, 33, right? But you got to have a cash flow business to do that because you can control the cash flow, right? I do not hold Digibyte XRP Wrangler. How are you doing, XRP Wrangler? Where are you checking in from, XRP Wrangler? WWG1 WGA. What is that? David Best. What is WWG1 and WGA? James Shepard, good morning. How are you? 33 is the magic number, is without question. Yeah, I mean, you can always dollar cost average in, to different things, right? You can start out, the great thing about this is you can start out with small amounts, $100, $200, and be good with that, right? I mean, $200 to $400, be good with that per investment, 500 to 1,000 if you're able to do that, and be good with that per investment. That's the thing. But for me, I started out kind of like that, and then I said, you know what, it's important for me in the Crypto Sieges home to hit a milestone marker with XRP in terms of holdings, and then, do the, 200 to 500 or 500 to 1,000 per play. I had to hit that milestone first. I thought that was important. If I really, for me, really understanding what I believe XRP is going to get to, I had to hit that milestone first. Now that's what I'm doing. Did that with PLA, did that with ERD, did that with Anchor, did that with OST, did that with Data Streamer, right? What else was there? I think I said PLA already, right? And so then I was able to, then I said, okay, 500,000 here, 500 to 1,000 there, 500 to 1,000 there, 500 to 1,000 there. But I had to hit my milestone marker with XRP first, That's what I did. I'm certainly not telling you guys what to do with your money, but that's what I did. Hit that milestone first, because I kept going back and forth on my strategy, back and forth, and then I was like, you know what? I told Miss Crypto Seeds, you know what? We're just gonna go all in on the milestone market. That's what we did. We sold a bunch of stuff to help to contribute to that other digital assets to help us get to that marker. What's that milestone marker for you? Where you'll be like, I'm holding on to this thing for years without touching it. What is that marker for you? And then when you hit it, you know, then you can look into other stuff. Again, I'm not telling you what to do. That is what we did. Good to see you guys. Absolutely good to see you guys today. Where we go one, we go all. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. Very good. I've seen it, the W's before. I didn't know what it stands for. M. Evans is in the building. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. XRP Wrangler, where are you checking in from, my friend? Did you tell me already? Did I miss it? Crypto Siege, you're awesome, bro. Thanks for sharing such great knowledge. Oh, M. Evans, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you being here. Always contributing to the channel, constant value add to the channel. So I appreciate you, M. Evans. Yeah, XRP Joe. I would not get online without a VPN, bro. Good to see. Yeah, I would not get online. The regular Binance, yeah. If you have access to the regular Binance, Binance.com, that's where you can get ERD. But I don't do anything, especially when I'm about to open up my wallets. I don't do anything without VPN. Eli is in the building. How are you, my friend? Yeah, it's been a while, bro. Good to see you this morning. Guys, let's talk a little bit about these digital assets. And I wanted to bring them up merely because, listen, I just, you know, this channel is dedicated is to getting more of us in this space. When you realize how many millionaires every single day in this country, and we got this asset class, this new asset class, and we're early, we got to get more people into this space. Hook or crook, by any means necessary. And let's turn them on to these channels, to this channel and other content creators in the community. Get them involved. Who's your favorite people? Turn them on to that channel. Get these people. Don't try to sell them yourself, right? Because look, your mom will listen to me, and right, your mom will listen to me, and my mom will listen to you, right? So friends, family, and I can listen to you, right? So just turn them on to a channel. Just turn them on to a channel. It's good to see you, Eli. The bullish CEO is in the building. What's going on, the bullish CEO? Well, we're just talking about the gains. Let's go over some of the gains in the last 30 days. 30-day gains. Let me share this with you guys. Let's see if I can find it doing it this way. Let's just go over some of these things. Let's go over VeChain. Everyone's familiar with VeChain. I like using livecoinwatch.com. I'm not a real big fan of anything Coinbase or anything CoinMarketCap, but that's just me. So here's VeChain. The last 30 days, 134% gains on VeChain. 134%. Let's look at PLA, which is player. In the last 30 days, 269% gain. Definitely got to take some profits on that one. 269% in the last 30 days. Let's look at the Anchor Network. 206% gain in 30 days. Guys, are you participating? Elron, 408% 167% gain in 30 days. I shared a little bit about some of my favorite alts. I'm not a financial advisor. These are some of my favorite alts: Elron, Anchor, Aergio, XRP, Plod, Data, Streamer Data Coin, Link, Simple Token, VeChain, and Algo. I think Algo is in Simple Chains. Are, you know, they're just pretty moderate gains in the last 30 days. Let's see. Yeah, 22% for Algo. And I don't even think, I think this is not even 10%. Yeah, 8.3% in 30. But does it feel like there's a, you know, this kind of, the market is kind of doing this thing without BTC? Uh-oh. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on. Hello? Yes. Yeah, I was trying to have something look for my daughter's data. Yeah. Oh, she's 18. Hold on one second.
Hey, sorry,
yeah, sorry, that was a very important phone call. All right, guys. So the thing is, right, the market has kind of been doing this thing without BTC. BTC is still moving sideways. Still moving sideways. Isn't that interesting? But these are some serious gains. And I'm not sure what to do about a 400. And I got to be honest with you guys. I have not been part of a digital asset. I missed the first XRP run. I missed it. The only run that I was able to take advantage of was the Electronium. Besides when I was in the high yield investment platforms, we don't want to count those. Those are crazy. But real projects, the only one I was able to take advantage of was Electronium, you know, back in 2017, 18. So, you know, the 400% gains, you know, I took the other day, I took maybe a third out of one of the gains from Elron and put it into another digital asset. And guess what that digital asset did? That digital asset, in the next 30 days after I did that, where is it at? Oh, here it is. 210% gain, right? And these are the things that you can do. 210% gain on Anchor. Deep Mind, good to see you, brother. Late to the class, lurking but working. I hear you, bro. Good to see you, Deep Mind. Marco, how are you doing, Marco? XRP Wrangler, did I answer your question? I don't think I've seen you in the stream before, Marco. Good to see you. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Guys, 55 people in the stream. Don't forget to hit the like and hit the subscribe if you haven't done that. We're definitely on the road to 5,000 subs. We want to make that happen. I'm really excited about, I'm in communications with the Latino channel. Okay. Really, really excited about that. Really, really excited about that. Hopefully we'll be able to do something and collaborate together. I'm really, really excited about that. Latam, the dude is out of Costa Rica. So I'm really, really excited about being able to do that. That will be really, really cool. Cardano, 157%. Really? Deep Mind says up over 600% with VeChain. No big deal. Here for the long term. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Hey, Deep Mind. I took a third of my Elron, maybe 30%. Maybe 30%, not a third. Yeah, about 30%. I took that profit and put it into another digital asset. And in 30 days, that digital asset. So no money out of pocket. No money out of pocket. And that digital asset in 30 days is over 200%. I just don't know where you're going to get that. What market are you going to participate in where you're going to do that? Marco, I've been watching you for over a year. Not many live stream, mostly your regular videos. Oh, I appreciate that, Marco. Where you checking in from, Marco? I appreciate that. Where else are you going to be able to do that? What other asset class? That's why I'm not a big fan of people telling people. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of the people. I'm not a big fan of people saying, yeah, just sell. If you can't stand it, sell. Like, what? Like, no. This is our chance to win. There's no way I'm going to encourage people to sell their digital assets. No, I'm going to suffer through it with you. I'm going to suffer through it with you. I'm gonna encourage you to hodl. And I know it's tough. I know it's hard. Right now, it's tough to hold on to XRP right now. And I said that on this channel, right? There are going to be times with XRP where every link is, what in the world? Link is just going ballistic. I don't even have a lot of link. I have less than 100 link, less than 100. I don't have a lot of it. Right, and so it's gonna be tough holding on to these assets, right? And hold on to XRP and all these other things are doing their thing. It's tough, but that's the way the market was last year in 2017 and 2018. It was the same way the last bull run. So I get it. It's tough. I get it. You know, I get it. Oh, what's up, brother? Привет, Andre Cagdela. How are you, brother? Good to see you in the stream. You know, so that's the, you know, I get it. It's tough. But this is it's a big asset class, right? It's a big asset class, right? If you can diversify, you know, absolutely, there's no such thing as having all your eggs in one basket. You know, but our strategy, it flip-flopped back and forth until we just said, nope, this is a strategy. Hit the milestone marker with our XRP holdings because we believe that long-term, 20 years from now, you know, 20 years from now, when I'm handing this off to my children's children, right? I believe XRP is going to be the one for that. That's what we believe. We might be wrong, but this is what we believe. So we adjusted our strategy, hit the milestone marker. Don't need to go beyond the milestone marker. For me, we didn't need to. Like, I'm not talking about having a certain amount of XRP. I'm talking about a milestone. Go check out Rich Stat List. Go check out XRP. I think it's Ledger Exposed. Go check that out. Look at the things. What milestone do you want to be in? You want to be in the 10%, the 20%, the 5%, the 1%? Where do you want to be? Check out what that number of XRP holdings is, and then commit to getting there. If you believe in XRP as the long-term thing, you don't have to believe that. You really don't. You don't have to believe that. You could believe another digital asset. This is a new asset class. But if you believe that it's XRP, set a goal, pick your milestone, hit it, and then you can do the 200 to 500 in per play and VeChain, 200 to 500 per play in Stellar, 200 to 500 per play in Cardano, or whatever you think that it is, or do the 500 to 1,000. That's what we did. But we didn't do that until after we hit our milestone, right? Till after we hit our milestone. So again, I'm not telling you guys what to do with your money, and certainly don't want to listen to a guy on YouTube for financial advice, right? I'm not a financial planner, but that's what we did. That was our strategy. Yeah. And if you don't, Capella, you know, that's why we have Generational Wealth Wednesdays. One of the reasons why we have Generational Wealth Wednesdays, right, is number one, we don't want to talk about just an exit strategy. We want to talk about what's your wealth strategy, right? And we have a formula for the channel on Wealth Wednesdays. Generational wealth equals digital assets plus sound saving instruments. We have two. There's no reason why we can't go to three. We just got to find one that we would consider sound safe investments, right? sound, safe, saving instruments. We have two: Celsius Network, dividend paying whole life insurance. Those are our two. But we multiply that by cash flow business, right? In our humble opinion, if you don't have a cash flow business, you're missing out. You can't even get the money that you've earned back if you don't have a cash flow business. You can't even get the money back that you earned. You worked hard to get it. United States governments, the governments of the world taking it, thinking that it's their money. It's your money. You earned it. You have no mechanism to get that back if you don't have a cash flow business. And then work on getting your money back. Two, work on growing that cash flow business. That's it. Work on getting your money back, right? By having a cash flow business, learning all the strategies to do that. 400 plus write-offs, okay? And then grow your cash flow business. Yeah, XRP Joe, it's a great question, right? How can we hold wealth and continue growing? That tune in to Generational Wealth Wednesdays. That's what we show you how to do. You know, for me, it's right. The sound saving instruments is the place that I hold them and they grow, right? Both of those platforms, Celsius.network, grows your wealth, holds your wealth there, grows your wealth without any fees. Dividend paying whole life insurance, structured properly, pays you dividends and interest for the last 200 years. They've been doing it. Yep. Yeah. Capello, absolutely. We've heard of Nexo. I am not a fan of the Nexo business model. I'm the business strategy, I should say. I'm not a fan of how they provide the interest. So I'm very cautious of the interest that they put on a dashboard saying that they're going to pay, but their methodology, methodology of acquiring that yield to pay, I don't like. And I also don't like that they're not paying back 80% to the platform holders. So I prefer Celsius because I think it's more suited to the average Joe and Jane. I think they act more in a sound saving methodology and how they get their yield. I think it's more long term. And so I prefer them. Yeah, I got to look into the whole gold thing, man. Mark Wilgus, that's a great point. And I had a great talk with the CEO over at iTrust Capital. Really great. Nope, that's the wrong one. Where is it at? There it is. I had a great talk with him, and I really appreciated his honesty. He did not try to sell and be kind of one-sided and, that type of thing. So I really respected him for doing that. The CEO of iTrust Cap, I forget his name now, but so I got to look into the gold part of it. Yeah, definitely I'm definitely going to look into the gold part of that and seeing how that works. But I keep missing the wrong. Yeah, so. Yes, crypto delivery. Yeah, all you do is download the app, my friend. Crypto delivery. Just download the app, and there's always a link in the description for the Celsius network in my in all of my videos because it's one of the sound saving instruments. So, absolutely download the app, and yeah, I mean they pay out that interest weekly, earning interest. And by the way, that you can earn interest on your interest. Weekly, they pay it out. Weekly crypto delivery. I love it. Absolutely, Capello. You bet, man. This is family here. Moke Man, what's going on, Moke Man? Link is winning without question. Link is doing his thing, right? Hey, fellas, Link is winning in the short, waiting for our XRP, baby. She's still my honey. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, that's what's happening. Again, this is what happened in 2017 and 2018, guys. All the other assets were doing their thing, man. And I got to tell you, I sold out of my XRP. I sold out of it, trying to get some gains, and totally missed it. Totally missed it. I didn't have a lot, but I totally missed it. So, but now I know. Thank God. Thank God we're so early. Hey, Moke Man, we're so early. We can still learn from past mistakes and still win today because we're early to this game. How long does it take? It's a week. So you earn your interest weekly. So, I mean, it's pretty much right after, right? A week after. They pay it out weekly. And I like that, you know, they give you the APR rate, the annual percentage rate, but I like that they do pay it out weekly. Look, no fees to put on Celsius, no fees to take your crypto off of Celsius. Right now, you can buy digital assets with the bank card and the ACH on the Celsius platform, right? I like that. Look, Celsius doesn't charge the fees to use that. The platforms that provide that service, they do charge a fee, but it's the normal 3.5% if you do a bank card, and I think it's less than 1%, 0.75 if you do the ACH or something like that. I like the convenience of that, and then because once I buy it, I leave it there, and I start earning interest, right? So, and I did it. They just allowed it in Virginia. This part about using your bank card or ACH. So I did it to support the platform because the platform supports me. So I did it. I paid the fee that I would normally pay to Binance or Binance US to use my bank card. I paid it on Celsius because I'm wanting to support the platform that's giving back 80% to its platform holders. You know, I really like that. Capello says Nexo pays daily, by the way, with compounding. Yep. I did not know that, but I'm glad that they do pay compounding. You know, it's good to have interest on your interest. Mark Wilkes. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, you're right. And there's so many different things out there, right? There's so many different things. Everyone's afraid that they're going to miss out on on the one, right? This bull run is going to have some good gains for in a lot of spaces, especially in the top 100. But again, you know, we decided in the Crypto Sieges home we wanted to hit the milestone, a milestone in our XRP holdings, and then you know, do the 200 to 500 per 200 to 400 per play, or 500 to 1,000 per play. That was our strategy. But yeah, I mean, listen, this is our chance to win, guys, right? You know, this is our chance to win without question, right? That is most important to understand, right? Why is that not? Okay, there it is. I might have froze there for a second, right? So that's the thing, right? I took a blank on Link. Oh, well, I didn't get very many Link. But you know, a lot of places outside of digital assets are interested in Link, right? So you got to ask yourself at $8, is it still a great buy? That's where it kind of gets tricky, right? I mean, is Link going to go from $8 to $200? I don't know. It's hard to say. But if your dollar cost average in, you know, 50, $100 here or there into it, at least you could say you had some of it. I don't know when they're going to get in New York. I know that they're working on it. I mean, the dude lives in New York, right? Alex Mashinsky is in New York. We're crying out loud. It's crazy. Right? I mean, it's crazy. Did my thing freeze? So let me see what I want to share with you guys. What is this? Currency Cloud is doing their thing. Ripple partner. I just find this in European banks. Let me share something here. I'm going to share this with you guys. This is very interesting. A little bit on the news front, just a little bit on the news front. Yeah, all platforms, right? And so I used to say 15%. Now I'm going to say no more than 50%, right? Mark Phillips is in the building. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. The famed author of XRP was designed to be 10,000 is in the building. Siege, any thoughts on Epiphany? Yeah, brother, I did a video on Epiphany. Because I saw that Crypto Eddie covered it. Right. And so I titled the video Ripple and NASDAQ has it covered, right? And so I'm reading up on Epiphany and I'm seeing what they're looking to do. And they're doing comparisons to Ripple and how they're not using a digital asset for, you know, as the native token. They're using some kind of fiat, and they're looking to do these different integrations and having a one-shop for all these financial institutions to do their thing. And what I immediately thought of personally, Mark, was NASDAQ and the marketplace services and their digital asset suite. What is it? Entity, a part of that whole marketplace services, right? And so I titled the video, look, some companies are looking to get acquired and others are doing the acquiring, right? That's what I titled it. And that, for me personally, is what I feel like Epiphany is doing, right? You know, we all know in the capital world and you know, the goal, and this is the truth, right? I remember when I heard Robert Kiyosaki from Rich Dad Poor Dad say this: the vast majority of companies are looking, they start and create with a goal to IPO, to be acquired. The goal to be acquired, IPO and get acquired, right? And so for me, I don't think Ripple has any competition. Zero. But I think that any McDonald's has a Burger King, any Google has a Yahoo. So I don't think that it's an issue at all. I think that they recognize the huge space. I think they recognize the huge space and decided to kind of go and do something. And I think there's an ex-NASDAQ guy that's part of the Epiphany thing at all. But here's the thing that I definitely do know about Epiphany. They don't have Joel Katz. They don't have Brad Garlinghouse. They don't have Chris Larson. They don't have Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao. They don't have any of those dudes. They don't have any of those dudes. So not only is it knowledge, expertise, talent, but there's proven experience in growing a company and winning, right? Those guys win, right? Chris Larson wins. Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao wins, right? You got all of those guys dedicated and committed to XRP. So, if I was a betting man, I would bet my money on those dudes, right? So, what I see is there's going to be a lot of epiphanies for Epiphany, right? Because when they realize the ginormous entity that is Ripple and the people behind it, at best, they can get acquired, at best. Right. So the NASDAQ is not going to let anyone who's trying to, play in the same playground that they're playing in. They're not going to let them. NASDAQ's going to have a little bit of a say, right? Right. NASDAQ's going to have a little bit of a say in that. Like they're not just trying to. Epiphany's not just trying to do cross-border payment settlement, right? They want to provide this spot for all of these people to come, a one-stop. NASDAQ's doing that. That's why they have this marketplace thing, the NASDAQ Marketplace Services, that has a digital asset suite part of it. I remember a few years back, I was talking with some business partners, and they were looking. My wallet? Or my gym bag, maybe. They were looking, this is true story. They were looking to, they wanted to invest some money and become part of a company that was watches, right? Like the watches where you could check your heart rate and it would give you, give you the heart rate, tell you what it was, right? So you could know it at all times. And it was new, right? It was this new thing and it had come to the market and everyone was excited about it. And I was saying, well, what do you think Apple's going to do about it? This is what I said to them, true story. So what do you think Apple's going to do about that? Like, Apple's just going to hang out and not do anything about that, right? With tens of billions of dollars in cash just on the sideline. Like, what do you think Apple's going to do about that? And sure enough, with less than 2 years, that project, idea, company, gone. And I think that's what Epiphany is trying to do. Again, it's exciting and, they want to associate themselves with Ripple. But in the end, I think the head start is massive. And I think the people behind Ripple is significant. It's too significant, certainly to be toppled. Look, now, if they want to be the Yahoo, cool. If they think they can be the Yahoo, cool. But Ripple's in a position right now of acquiring, right? So there's such a big difference there. Oh, I didn't even see this, Mark Phillips. There you go. I thought your take on getting acquired was spot on. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. TJ Jackson is in the building. Got some Shaw too. VC ecosystem would be massive. What's up with Shaw, TJ Jackson? I don't know anything about Shaw. Big E, Wowly Cat, MetalPay. I think I've heard of MetalPay. TJ Jackson, I got over 2 million apply for $200. How about that, brother? Good to see you on the stream. Yes, indeed. I mean, and that's the thing, right? We're in a space long enough that we got to look at those early projects and take a measured, right? A measured risk into the platform. That's what I see PLA as being, or SHA, or OCE. It measured, right? So you've done your homework, you've done your due diligence, you checked out the ecosystem. It's a measured investment, measured risk in an investment with your investment money for an opportunity for a significant win, right? And think about that. This TJ Jackson got himself 2 million plot. It cost him $200. $200, right? In 3 years to see what's up, to see, did it make it, right? That's where we are. That's where we are. What if that thing just gets to 10 cents? What if it just gets to 10 cents? Just 10, just 5 cents at where it currently is. What's PLA doing right now, TJ Jackson? Have you seen PLA in the last 30 days, my friend? Check out PLA in the last 30 days. Let me share. Player, it's called Player. In the last 30 days, 234%. Now I ask you, what other asset class are you able to do something like that? What did I do there? In the last 30 days. You can get on OceanX, TJ Jackson. You can still get on there and do it. I did. You just have to when you do the KYC, you just pick what I did was pick a country and just continue the process. Just continue it on. And what I did is I purchased and removed. Where did you get your SHA and stuff from, TJ Jackson? I never tried Bitmart crypto delivery. I think it was fairly easy to sign up, but I didn't end up using it. Oh, really? Okay. TJ Jackson says SHA is centered around inheritance, estates, and wills. Okay. Don't you just sometimes you see a winner, you see someone driven, and you know if you can attach yourself or associate with, you have a chance of winning. That's what I see with Sonny Lou. That's just what I see with the people from Ripple. And that's what I see with Sonny Lou from VeChain. That's what I see. A dude determined, a good dude. Okay, a good dude determined. Like a lot of you guys don't know this, right? You see Brad Garlinghouse, he gets up all in the suit. He's looking all dapper and he's smiling. All the ladies love him. That dude is an animal when it comes to getting things done. An animal. Miguel Villas said, if Miguel Villas says that, who I consider that dude to be a stud, if he says that Garlinghouse is a beast. When he sets a goal, he sets a target, a beast. If he says that, if Miguel Villas says that about Garlinghouse, don't be fooled by all that, that the dapper ladies man, with the eye thing, got the eyebrow thing going. That dude's a beast. That's what you want. That's what you want when you got your hard-earned dollars and supporting what they got going on over there, right? That's what you want. That's what I heard. Miguel Villas said that about Garlinghouse, right? So for me, I'm betting on Joel Katz. I'm betting on Stefan Thomas, right? I'm betting on Evan Schwartz. I'm betting on Garlinghouse and freaking Chris Larson and Mr. Yoshitaka Katao. That's where I'm betting my hard-earned money on those dudes there. And then I'm learning about Sonny Lou. He's a driven dude. And they're not messing around. They're not that dude. They are not chilling and watching Netflix. right? They're not the people over at VeChain. They're not binge watching Netflix. They are going out there and getting a thing done. Rose is on the moon is in love with BG. Oh wow, how about that? XRP Joe, is she? Roses, I don't know who Roses on the moon is. Is that I heard her in Blockchain's Monkeys video. Blockchain Monkeys new tune that he put out. By the way, go check that out on Spotify. There you go, TJ Jackson. TJ Jackson says, hit another XRP target, about to start getting my XOM bags together. There you go. I hear you. I have no stellar. I don't have any stellar. But I'm not going to regret if I end up not having any, right? Because I got Elron, I got Anchor, I got PLA, I got VeChain, right? Oh, life is great, XRP Joe. Thank you, brother. Life is great, man. Tonya Brown's in the building. Yeah, it's a great point. I don't know. He says, yo, everybody, you don't think there's going to be a little price action on the 21st since there is going to be a short G20 meeting on the 18th? Don't know. It's a lot of things. This is 2 or 3 significant things that are supposed to be happening on the 21st. One of them is the actual enactment, I believe, the actual going live of what the CFPB put out. Judy Shelton's getting her, supposed getting the nod on the 21st. So yeah, but for me, I think I'm praying for a very happy Christmas. I'm really expecting October to be the month. October, November, December. So I'm hoping for one of those, Christmases from the digital assets, right? Thank God we have a cash flow business, so we're going to have an amazing Christmas anyway. But from the digital assets perspective, I'm hoping for a nice Christmas this year because I messed up last year from the digital asset perspective because I sold my XRP. So I didn't get that $378 or $3,080 XRP. I didn't get a chance to win there. XRP Joe, that's a nice portfolio right there, my friend. Nice portfolio, XRP Joe. And again, if you're participating in the digital asset space, you and I, my friends, we're playing a game that 99.99% of the masses don't even know is being played. And we're winning. If you hold XRP, you're winning. If you hold Stellar, you're winning. If you hold VeChain, you're winning. If you hold Link, you're winning. If you hold Cardano, Tezos, EOS, and Compound, you got you some Compound, huh? I hear you, bro. I hear you. You're winning. Right? You're winning. In the end, that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to win. Is Peter Voss in the building? Oh, there's Peter Voss. What's going on, Peter Voss? Good to see you on the stream, brother. Need some Cardano, huh? I hear that, bro, Peter Voss. Good to see you. This is a guy who's always adding value to the community every single day. Good to see you in the stream, Peter Voss. TJ Link is killing the space. Look, I saw that tweet the other day about XRP and Link being at the same price at one time. 19 cents, 19, 20 cents. And what the? Yeah, and I sold. I got less than 100 Link now. But I believe I might have had, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred Link, maybe. But I didn't sell my Link and go spend it in freaking Best Buy. I sold the Link and got more XRP to hit my milestone, to help hit the milestone. Now I got a little bit of Link now. But for me, that's what I needed to do. We needed to do that in our home. We had to hit that milestone, not just have some XRP, hit a milestone, right? We looked at the rich stats list and said, yep, boop, this is where we want to be, right? And I'm talking, that's a milestone, right? Major marker. Once we did that, okay, now let's go buy some Link, buy some Kava, buy some this, buy some other stuff. That's what we did. But you got to have your own strategy. What's most important is to be in the game. You know, and hopefully you're not having to rob from Peter, you know, to get into this game. My recommendation, get yourself a cash flow business, because this is not going to be the only bull run. This is right. This is not going to be the only bull run. I don't care how long it lasts. Some people say it's going to last for 2 years. Doesn't matter. It's not going to be the only one. And if it's not going to be the only one, then that means a bear market's coming. How are you going to prepare for the next bull run? Because here's what I do know. Your employer is not excited for you, right? There's a good chance they're not excited for you. So you got to get yourself a cash flow business, in my humble opinion, so that you can prepare yourself for the next bull run. Do what you can now. Take advantage of it now. But in the end, you know, I was telling one of my dudes one time, he was like, because I told him we hit this like ka-ching, right? Ka-ching. This is like 2 years ago. Major. He's like, what you gonna do now? I mean, you still gonna do your cash flow business? I'm like, of course. The cash flow business flowed income into the investment opportunities, not taking away from my lifestyle, trying to save and skimper, and what's the word? Skimper word? Yeah, trying to save and, you know, and locking myself in and driving 3 miles to save 2 cents per gallon on gas. And no, not for the crypto Caesar's home. Cash flow business, get my hard-earned money back from being an employee. When I was an employee, getting my money back, then building the cash flow business to create massive cash flow for other income opportunities. Let me give you a prime example of that. So of course I told my dude, I'm like, dude, the cash flow business is what allowed me to ka-ching in the investment. Why would I stop doing the cash flow business? That doesn't make any sense. That makes 0 sense, right? So I give you a prime example of that. So Miss Crypto Siege, right? She is a big time traveler and foodie. Like that's her thing. So that's my thing, right? Right. That's her thing. So that's my thing, right? So comes up with this trip about a year ago, right? We want to go here. We want to do this. Okay, cool. What is it? So, you know, she shows me, right? She shows me this spot in Bali. I keep saying Bali because I'm from Brooklyn, but it's Bali, right? And it's $600 to $900 a night. Yeah, one of those spots, right? I say, cool. Just do that and take that out a month, right? From the cash flow business, right? Now, at that point, about a year ago, I was already 65% towards my milestone mark, right? In XRP, that's about 65%. So I said, okay, cool. Just go, right? Because prior to that, you know, I was 1,500 to 3,000 a month in the digital assets, to be honest. 1,500 to 3,000 a month. And she let me do that for a year. So I said, all right, cool. Take the, just do it that per month, right? You pick a number between 600 and 900, right? And then 7 months later, right? So 7 months later, which was actually June. Yeah, so actually it was June. There's the money. It's there per night, right? So we didn't have to say, oh, well, 600 per night to $900 per night. That's only for the wealthy and that's only for the rich and the wealthy and all of that. No, it's not. That's not true. If you have yourself a cash flow business, right, and you started while you got a gig, right? You started while you got a gig. You work on getting your money back from the write-offs that you get from having a home-based business, right? Cash flow business. You get your money, get your money back, right? And then, when you're ready, you work on that cash flow thing, grow that thing. You just grow it. You can do it. You can grow it. You can get your cash flow going. This is what, right? Especially if you live in the good old US of A, you can get your cash flow thing going. And that's what we did. I said, okay, cool. But we didn't sacrifice lifestyle and all this other kind of stuff. No. And we also didn't say, you got to be ultra richy, whatever, to do that. You don't have to be ultra richy to stay at a $600 a night spot. You don't have to be ultra wealthy, but you got to have a cash flow. You got to have a cash flow mechanism. You got to have a cash flow business that does that. That's what we recommend anyway. So did that. And here's the thing, right? Just 2 days ago, she said, okay, I'm getting ready to book, right? Getting on, checking everything out, and says, guess what? I said, what? I found a better deal. What? Really? Yeah, I found a better deal. And this includes the, airline flights. Now we got the $4,900 to $5,600, right? Got it. There it is, right there, set aside. But because of the cash flow business and because of having cash readily available, new opportunity came. But it comes from understanding and having a generational wealth strategy. Digital assets plus sound saving instruments multiplied by the cash flow business. You fit those pieces in and things like that will happen. So it turned out we didn't even need. Yeah, I guess we did need, because we still needed to do the flights. So, but because we had the nights per stay taken care of, just in my opinion, because of the cash flow business, because of the discipline to set it aside, a new opportunity flowed to us. I believe that 10,000%. Right? 10,000%. It's a way of taking care of your money. But a cash flow business, what people don't understand is a cash flow business is providing a service to people. And because you provide a service to people, right, you get paid based upon the value that you add to the marketplace. Right? You get paid based upon the value that you add to the marketplace. Cash flow business, you're providing a value to the marketplace. And because we did that, and because the discipline and just keeping that $700, boom, $700, boom, $700, boom, 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 month after month after month. But it all started with the cash flow business. Yeah. You don't have the cash flow business, then, most people, 95% of the people, then are now having to take from somewhere else or having to lessen their lifestyle to try to get that. Or worse, just giving up on the whole idea that they are deserving to be at a spot that's $600 to $900 per night to stay in. That's the sad truth, and I hate that. And I hate that because you are deserving. You are deserving. Привет, mom. Как дела? Right? You are deserving. Sonny Parma says, I've been to Bali, loved it. Absolutely. Absolutely, Sonny. Good to see you in the stream, brother. Yeah, so you are deserving. But you don't have to be some multimillionaire. If you got a cash flow business and you're able to take $700 out a month, number one, you built something. That makes you deserving. You added value. You can't get to a cash flow business where you can take out $700. You're adding value. You worked it. You added value. If you want to go to that spot, go to that spot. You don't have to. What I'm saying is that if you want to, you can get there. And you don't have to be some trillionaire, wealthy, celebrity, football playing, basketball dunking person to do that. You don't have to if you want to, but you don't have to spend that kind of money. But if you want to, there's a way for you to do it. That's all I'm saying. But the bottom line is you have to know that you are deserving to get there, to have that, to do that. This whole idea of this, the great life and the best of things is only out there for the movie stars and actors and football players is ridiculous. It's not true. It's a lie. It's a lie. Get yourself a cash flow business. Start it while you got a gig. Start it while you have a job. Get your money back. Grow that cash flow business. It's really, really simple. XRP Beto, good to see you, brother. XRP Beto says, on behalf of Australia, I would like to apologize for all the Aussies going to Bali for cheap holidays. Ha. It's a quick, inexpensive flight from here. I hear that, bro. I hear you, man. Yeah. So yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's why we kind of hit the spots in Bali where we don't have to worry. the spot we're going to is like it's like less than 10 rooms. That's it. I love it. Look at TJ Jackson doing this thing. Yep, just leaving my 9 to 5, headed to work at my home-based business. That's a smart man. That's a smart man right there. Why? Because he can control the cash flow, right? He can control that cash flow. He's got to work harder, work smarter, but he can control that. Number one, he's in a spot where he's getting his money back. Again, guys, as an employee, you got about eight write-offs. As a home-based business owner, cash flow business, you have over 400 same dollars. You can get more of it back. 400 opportunities versus 8 from being employees. Just the way it is, right? We didn't write the rules. We didn't write the IRS tax rules. The IRS wrote the IRS tax rules, or whoever gave them to the IRS. What we're saying is, we just became aware of the differences and the advantages of an employee versus being a home-based business owner. We found out the advantages. Okay, we'll play that game. That's the way it is. Identify the game, play the game, know the rules, and play the game by the rules. That's in the end. Become aware of the rules and then play the game by the rules. That's what the wealthy do. The wealthy people pay people to find the rules, and then they apply those rules to their game. That's how it works, right? I know I'm going into Wall Point. So I just wanted to let you guys know, yes, you are deserving. That's the first point. That's the first part. And I personally, in the Crypto Sieges home, we are never, ever going to stop growing a cash flow business. It doesn't matter when moon. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter when moon, because the cash flow business is in our control. We don't know when something's going to moon and when it's not going to moon, or we don't know when it's going to reach. We don't know all that. We have no control of that. What we do have control over is the value add that we add via our cash flow business. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up. It's been a great hangout. It's been a really great hangout. Guys, the market is doing its thing. I hope you're participating. I know that a lot of you are. It's a really exciting time to be in the digital asset space. So proud of you, TJ Jackson. Got yourself a cash flow business. I love it. I love it. Absolutely, right? I love that. My mom's checking in. My brother checked in. What a cool deal. What a really, really cool deal. My mom speaks she speaks no English. She loves supporting this channel, and so it's pretty cool to see. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up the stream. It's been a cool hangout, and I'm going to wrap up the stream like I do all of my streams, and remind you guys of this: old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sideline? Here's what I do know: that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye. Yes, do stay tuned. Wealth Wednesday tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Generational Wealth Wednesday, where we talk about generational wealth strategies, how to get it, how to hold it, how to transfer it along, right? 7 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll see you guys tonight.